found some really great activities online that I want to share with you, having to do with phonics, so you can learn phonics at home. Hey you guys, it's Christina from the Purple Alphabet. If you've noticed recently, I've been doing some videos where I kind of curate all of the best free printables that I find online for you guys, so you can go and print them out for yourself. And I found some having to do with phonics. So if you love the free printables, because keyword being free, who doesn't love free? Then you're definitely gonna like this video. I pulled together my favorites and I'm gonna show you these free things that you can print for your kids today. Everything I'm gonna show you has a different level, so you're gonna have to use what level works for you and your student. I try to do a variety of different skill levels, so maybe some won't work now and you can do them later and keep them in mind, or maybe something you wanna work on currently. So for starters, I have this one from the Measured Mom. It's called Dig Up Letters. Now this is the printable. It also comes in black and white. Once again, all free. You know how I love the free. And I chose to print it out in color. I'm going to use my letters here, my letter box. These are magnetic letters, and I put them all in a little tackle box, and they came from the Target dollar spot. But you could also use the free printable she has for letter tiles. So you can go there and download the little pieces of paper and cut out the individual letters if you don't have these. So it'd be 100% free already. So what you can do is go through the chart and match up the letters and do a cover up. So for instance, heart is H. I found H out of my letter box and I put H to cover it up, and I'd go through the entire worksheet just like that. Another thing you can do if this becomes too easy that she mentioned on the blog is to hide these in a sensory bin and pull them out, and then figure out which spot the letter goes on after you pull it out of the sensory bin. So it's a little bit of an extension that you can do with this sheet. The Printable Princess had this really cute one. It's called What's in the Middle. So if you are working on vowel sounds, this is a great one for that. And I put it in one of those little plastic sleeves. You can use a sheet protector. You don't even have to use this if you're just going to use it one time, but I figured we'd do it multiple times, and it is figuring out which letter goes in the middle of each CVC word. So for instance, this one way up here is map, so you would use a dry erase pen and color in the correct letter. If you weren't going to use the plastic sheet, you could also use one of those little daubers, the do-a-dot markers that look like this, and you can just stamp it, or you could use a stamp or a sticker just to cover it up if you're going to use it once. But for multiple use, these dry erase markers work really well. Or for multiple use, you could also use manipulatives, like these little hearts. They came from the Dollar Tree. If you have those, and you can place it on top of the letter, like such, to mark it all off. And what is a Purple Alphabet free printable video without a cut and paste worksheet? This one is called Word Work Sort. You've got two ending sounds here at the top, at and am, and then all of the pieces down here. So first you'd have your child cut them out. They could even color them if they want to, and then they would place them in the appropriate column and use some glue to paste them on. I really like cut and paste because they involve all the fine motor skills that you need. So this one is really, really cute and easy for the at words and the am words. If you are working on blends, this one is really cute. I put it in this little pencil box that I got from the Dollar Tree, which is really great because they fit right in here. They are clip cards, and I also have all of my clothespins that go with it too. You don't have to have that if you don't want to, but I cut these out. They were on full sheets of paper, and then I laminated them in some pocket laminating sheets. They're my favorite because they're really thick plastic and they use no heat, and they can be a little bit more expensive, but if you're not laminating a lot, I don't laminate a lot, so it's actually worth it to me. The printable comes with the answer key on the back, and then all the cards. It's a pretty good stack too, which is why I like this, but you just find the blend that goes for the picture. So this one would be photo, and you would clip on the clip. Now if you don't have clothespins, you can get a whole bunch of these at the dollar store or at Walmart. Then you can use those little markers, like the little hearts that I had here. And because they're laminated, you could even just do a color in the box with a dry erase marker like that. And what's really great with the lamination is it just erases right off. So this is really great for busy bag size. And I also saw on the blog post somebody clip them together. So punch a hole and put them together on a ring clip, and you can have them all together and just flip through them that way. So another way to do it. Lots of options with this one. I'm going to put them in here, and they're going in my busy bag stash. So CVC Words, which of course is consonant and vowel consonant. This will get you some really great practice in that in several different ways. So you have the word over here, and then you have the picture over here. So you can use those little do-it-dot markers, the daubers, and as you are sounding out the word, b, g, you would use the dauber to kind of segment the word b, g. And what this does is it kind of breaks down the word, and so that physical action of stamping each time really helps your child to isolate each individual letter when sounding out. Then after you do that, you would actually color in or dot the correct picture to match once they figure out what the word is. If you don't have these markers, I use these a lot in activities, so you can get a lot of use out of them. I'll link below where you can find those on Amazon. But if you don't have them and you want to use something that you have around the house, once again, little manipulatives like this work very well. And if you're using these that are movable, then it really helps to move them onto the word as you're segmenting. So b, g, or b, g, just like that. So that way they're actually physically moving the little manipulative and seeing what they're doing to keep track of it. You could also use stamps. You could color it in. It might be a little bit harder to color in as well. But I found that it's really helpful to use one of those two methods. And this one's really great too because there's a whole bunch of them. You can laminate these full sheets, or you can even place them in those plastic sheet protectors to keep on doing them over and over again if you're going to use the manipulatives and not the little do-a-dot markers. Let me know if you like these types of videos where I kind of go out there and find some of my favorite free printables for you guys, because if you like them, I'll definitely do more videos like this, but I need to know. So leave me a comment down below if you like this kind of thing. Click subscribe to see more videos like this and give me a thumbs up to show your love.